Explore Maui, offering a unique land and soul-based experience of Hawaii, focusing on natural wonders, ancestral knowledge, and the spirit of aloha. Enhance your understanding of the islands and its culture through our holistic educational approach. For a deeper dive into Hawaii's inner journey, check out our Hawaii Immersion course. Click the link below to buy the course and immerse yourself in the enchanting world of Hawaii. This comprehensive program will dive into Hawaiian language basics called Olelo Hawaii, history, mythology, and family-centered education content linked to place-based learning. With over 31 lessons available for self-paced learning, you'll also have access to 4 live weekly sessions aimed at initiating your Hawaiian language journey. Click the link below to start your Hawaii Immersion course.
This one's a fun one. It's 6 Hawaiian words for nature that will change how you look at the islands and its natural beauty. When you're in Hawaii, you won't go long without hearing the word aina and pono. It's even in our state motto, ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. The English translation is that the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. As you can see from the motto, aina translates as land, but its meaning goes much deeper than its simple definition. To really understand all the layers of meaning of the word, you also need to understand the unique relationship that Native Hawaiians have with the land. One Hawaiian proverb is, he alii ka aina, he kauwa ke kanaka. The land is chief, man is its servant. Ancient Hawaiians both revered their land and respected the need to care for it. They worked to strike a balance between the need of the land and the needs of creatures living on the land, including humans. The land was believed to have its own mana, spiritual energy, and power. In short, the land was sacred to Native Hawaiians, whose descendants carry these beliefs forward today. Given the importance of aina to Hawaiians, it's not surprising that the words they use to describe nature comes with similarly fascinating layers of meaning. We're going to explore 5 of these Hawaiian words in this podcast. We're going to take a close look at the words, and you'll start to understand the lens which Hawaiians view the land and all that comes from it. You might even find yourself looking at the natural beauty of the Hawaiian Islands in a different light. So the first word is malama. Malama and interdependence with nature. Malama means to take care of, to protect. You'll often hear it paired with aina, as in malama aina, care for the land. Traditional Hawaiian holds this close value, believing that if you care for the land will care for you. Interestingly enough, Hawaii mythology also suggests that humans are actual children of the land. The islands were born from the Earth Mother, Papa Hano Moku, and the Sky Father, Wakea. These parents also give birth to the taro plant, and then ultimately to kanaka, to humankind. In the system of beliefs, the land is an ancestor, one who deserves our respect and care. And just as older relatives watch out for their young descendants, the aina will care for us. In other words, the relationship between people and land is fully interdependent and relies on malama on both sides. While we're on the topic of Hawaiian mythology, let's explore one of the most popular myths involving Maui, who fought the sun and won. Another word for nature is la. La and the legend of Maui. If you've seen the movie Moana, you're probably familiar with the mystical chief Maui. Maui appears in myths found all around the Pacific Islands, New Zealand, Polynesia, and Hawaii among them, all which give credit to Maui for snaring the sun and giving Earth periods of daylight and moonlight. According to legend, Maui lived in a time of mostly darkness with few sunlight hours. His mother didn't have enough daylight to dry her tapa or kapa clothing and sleeping mats. Flowers didn't open and fruits refused to ripen. The people around him were suffering, so Maui decided to capture the sun and establish a new arrangement. He climbed up the new dormant volcano called Haleakala, which translates to the house of the sun. And, in other words, it was perfect for a place for Maui to catch the sun. Legends differ on how exactly Maui accomplished this feat, but in the end, all agree that he was able to gain the advantage and negotiate the equal schedule we have today. Now let's take a look at the sun's counterpart, for Hawaiians have many names. The many phases of mahina. Most people recognize a full moon or new moon. You might even recognize a waxing moon versus a waning moon. However, Hawaiians take the description to a moon or mahina to a whole different level. They have a name for every day of the lunar cycle. There's even 3 different names to describe the time when the moon is its fullest: Akua, Hoku, and Mahealani. If you find yourself surprised by the intricate detail in which Hawaiians approach the phases of the moon, keep this in mind. Hawaiians were the descendants of Polynesian wayfinders. These expert navigators used the moon, the stars, and the wind, and the currents to travel great distance over water with astonishing precision before navigational instruments were invented. In other words, they were masterful at observing the changes they saw in the natural world around them. As a result, it makes sense that they both recognized the minute changes in the moon and put words to them. It was vital to their way of life to have Hawaiian words for each phase. The same is true when you look at how the Hawaiians describe the wind. The what and the where of makani. Ask a serious sailor to describe the wind on any given day, and you'll probably get a long, detailed answer. The Hawaiians were no different. Makani is the word for wind, but Hawaiians approach the wind with a staggering level of detail. Today, these names for wind are captured in documents over 30 pages long that contains hundreds of words. Some of the words simply describe such as winds that are variable, makani polua, or fair, olu olu. Others get so specific as to describe the type of wind in a specific location, such as alahonua, wind accompanied with rain at Hilo, or olaniu, the coconut leaf piercing wind at Kahaloa on Oahu, or alaoli, wind at Huliia. Lihue is known to bring good weather to Kauai. With these powers of observation, the precise words to describe each of the wind, it's no wonder that the ancient Polynesians were able to travel thousands of miles with precision. Just as you can learn a great deal about Hawaiian culture by understanding how Hawaiians described the wind, you can get similar insights from how they described the water. The role of vai in island life. If you're living on an island, there's no question that water will play a huge role in your everyday existence. It surrounds you on all sides, and hopefully it falls plentiful from the sky, watering crops and providing fresh drinking water to sustain life. As with makani, there are a number of specific Hawaiian words for water, starting with the most general, vai. Vai can also refer to any kind of liquid that's not seawater, which is called kai. Puna is a freshwater spring, and moana, unsurprisingly, if you've seen the movie, refers to the open ocean. One surprising related word is vai, which translates to not lots of water, but to wealth. Although some scholars argue that vai is more closely related to alternative meaning for vai, to retain, others argue that vai only reinforces how important clean water was to native Hawaiians, and is today. Additionally, it suggests to the Hawaiians wealth could be found in not in monetary possessions, but in plentiful water. This is just scratching the surface of intricacies in which Hawaiian words and language are intertwined with nature. So, as we embrace the culture, the spirit, and the natural beauty of the Hawaiian Islands, living in Hawaii is a unique experience that shapes by so many factors, including the island you choose to call home, the friends and the family you surround with, and the ways you decide to spend your day. By taking a brief tour of these Hawaiian words, ideas, and concepts and beliefs around nature, you might now have a perspective of the environment that you're surrounded on a daily basis, and you might have new words to describe what you encounter.
As we wrap up our journey through Explore Maui, we hope you've experienced the true essence of Ohana and the island's spirit. This podcast has offered a unique perspective on Maui, focusing on both its natural wonders and timeless wisdom of aloha. Whether you're a homeschool family seeking real-world experience, a visitor looking to enrich your trip, or a long-time resident seeking fresh inspiration, Explore Maui has your go-to resource. Before we part ways, we have exciting news. Are you eager to dive deeper into the heart of Hawaii? Our upcoming Hawaii Immersion online course and webinars offer a unique opportunity to explore the profound depths of the Pacific Gem. Click the link below to discover about Hawaii's language, culture, and cosmic traditions as you've never seen them before.